The bewitching song of the semi-gods. Once the Greek hero Odysseus or Ulysses made a voyage to the city of Troy to defeat and capture it. Reaching there, they fought with the Trojans and defeated them. Then they returned to their homeland. On the way, they faced a lot of disasters in their adventurous voyage. The fleet of ships was moving very fast aiming homeland. Odysseus was in one of their guardian ships. Suddenly, the sky darkened and the sea became turbulent. A hurricane blew towards them, and it started to carry away the ships. Many of the ships were upset, and all the others began to stray in the vast ocean. The crew lost their sense of direction and let their ships to go as they were. After the wind, there remained only 5 ships. Fortunately, Odysseus' ship had no much trouble. But it was daybreak. They saw an island, and all of them were very happy. They neared the island, and many of them landed on with the help of lifeboats. Odysseus was one among them. They walked to the village, and the houses were very sparse. They went to one of the houses and asked which that place was. They said about the place and told them to close their ears well, because there was another island where some spirits lived. They sang very beautifully, and the travelers would be addicted to it, and they would approach the island. All of them would become their food. Odysseus and his men came back to their ships, and he ordered them to close their ears with lead and to tie him to the mast with a rope. Then he said that no one would try to free him whatever he wanted when they passed by the dangerous island. All the crew except the captain, Odysseus, closed their ears. They tied Odysseus to the mast very tight and continued their voyage. But the crews of the other ships did not like to close their ears. They thought that they could keep their minds whatever happened. About half an hour's travel was over. They saw an island far away. Little by little, the ships were approaching the island. Suddenly, a very sweet song flowed through the air and entered the ship. It was so bewitching that the crew in the other ships was enchanted, and they all were subjected to a trance. They led their ships to the island. Odysseus also fell in a trance, and he struggled against the ropes which were used to tie him to the mast. He writhed and contorted his body to free from the knot. He yelled out louder and louder, but no one could hear him because their ears were closed. They saw him making a fuss against the mast and pouting his lips as in a loud talk, except the ship in which Odysseus was present. All the other ships neared the island, and the crew became the food of the spirits. After some time, the ship escaped from the reach of the magic song. They all could sense it from the expression of Odysseus. They unbit the knots and freed him. He said thanks to his fellow men. He remembered about a time that he experienced when they had been passing the island. He told all about it to his crew, and they continued their travel in peace.